All right, guys, got my belly full with my good old egg bites. They tasted a lot like Starbucks. They really did. They were really good. Next time I make them, I'm gonna put fresh green pepper or green bell pepper and onions in it. I think that'll really take it up a notch, but they're great. So I hope you get to go try them. We're gonna make a pumpkin roll. Yes, we are. Your girl's not scared no more. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna preheat our oven to 375. We're gonna get our jelly roll pan out and we're gonna spray it with nonstick spray, put a piece of parchment paper over it, and then spray it again so it doesn't stick. So I've got that ready. I've got my handy dandy KitchenAid mixer ready to roll. And we're gonna put 3 eggs in our mixer, and we're gonna beat them till they're frothy. And this is what makes your cake fluffy, moist, and gives it the elasticity where it will not split. So hopefully this one won't split on me today. 2, 3. I'm gonna turn my mixer on high, and we're just gonna let them mix until they get frothy. Then we'll add our other ingredients. All right, my eggs are frothy. I beat the shit out of them for 2 minutes. And look at them. You can tell a big difference in them. I should have beat them longer yesterday on my cake roll mix. I've learned that lesson. So next thing we're gonna do to our 3 eggs is we're gonna add 3/4 cups of flour. I'm gonna use self-rising flour. You can use all-purpose flour too. If you do that, you add a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm out of baking powder, so that's why I'm using 3/4 cup of self-rising flour. And of course, it's White Lily. So we're gonna add that to our mixture. We're gonna add 1 cup of sugar. I'm gonna mix that up real quick. Then you're gonna take 2/3 cup of pure pumpkin. This is 15 ounces, and I literally didn't even use half the can. I think you can get 3 pumpkin rolls out of 1 can. I bought the Walmart brand because that's all they had, but honestly, there's no difference. Okay, we've got this mixed up. So next thing I'm gonna do is I've got my pumpkin measured out, and I'm gonna dump it in my bowl. Smells good. I love pumpkin. Then we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of clove. And I've got these in a bag here. Find my 1/2 teaspoon. Here it is. 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. This smells great. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I can't get that in there, so we're gonna gently pour this in here. Just like so. We're gonna mix this again for about a minute. It's already looking and smelling like the holidays, even though we just had Thanksgiving. I let that beat for a minute, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my rubber spatula, I'm gonna scrape down the sides of the bowl and the bottom just to make sure it all gets mixed and there's nothing left, because we want all of this really incorporated really good. So I'm gonna whisk it again for 30 seconds, and then we're gonna put in our jelly roll pan. Oh, y'all can smell this, I'm telling you. Smell-o-vision, baby, smell-o-vision. It's a really pretty batter too. All right. Let's take this mixer off. All right. Let's pour it in our jelly roll pan. Boy, I just about had a catastrophe, didn't I? All right, let's pour it in here and spread it out really good. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. All right. Let's get it spread out evenly. Then we're gonna bake it in a preheated 375-degree oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I know every oven is different. All right. Let's get this bad boy in the oven, y'all. Let me show you what it looks like before I pop it in there. Here it is. And oh, if you could smell the cloves and the cinnamon, it smells so good. 375, 12 minutes in my oven, and this pumpkin roll is done. I've got me a tea towel laid out with powdered sugar on top. I'm gonna pick up my wax paper and I'm gonna flop it over on here and roll it real quick. Pray for me. Okay, I did it. if y'all can see that or not. Back you up here some. There we go. Now, let's roll this bad boy. And I used a pumpkin tea towel too. Even though it's not pumpkin season no more. Here we go. All right. Here's our pumpkin roll, y'all. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let this probably cool all day long. I have leftover buttercream, leftover from yesterday, about a cup and a half from making the chocolate cake mix roll. And I've got 1 block of cream cheese sitting out to get room temperature. When this gets cooled down, I'm gonna take my leftover buttercream, which you know how to make now, and my 1 block of room temperature cream cheese, and I'm gonna whip it together really good. Then I'm gonna fill this pumpkin roll. So, let's let this thing cook all day long. Cook. Y'all, I'm so tired. Let's let this pumpkin roll cool all day long. I'm gonna clean my house again, do laundry again, mop my floors again. You know me, OCD. And then we're gonna see if this thing falls apart or holds its shape on me this time, because I actually followed instructions correctly this time. Yeah, I know I'm a little hard-headed. Tomorrow, we're making a big batch of homemade chili 2 ways. One with noodles, one without noodles, because we have a split family. And I'm either gonna make a French coconut pie, which I've got a lot of requests for. Let's just go on and do it. We'll make a chili, French coconut pie tomorrow, and cream cheese cookies. How about that? Yeah, sounds good, don't it? So let's let this thing cool all day. I gotta get my housework done since I'm a stay-at-home mama. So, hope you're having a good day. All right, y'all. Let's finish this pumpkin roll. And yes, I have a hat on. I've been out today, and it's been raining here. Had to go to Sam's because your girl let us run out of toilet paper. Yeah, that has not happened, and it did this time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my filling for this pumpkin roll. Let me grab a spoon. I've got about a cup to a cup and a half of leftover buttercream I made yesterday for the chocolate Swiss roll. So what I'm gonna do is I've put it in the refrigerator. I'm gonna beat it for about 30 seconds and let it get warm. And you've seen yesterday how I make my buttercream. So this is gonna mix up real quick. Then I'm gonna take 1 package of room temperature cream cheese and I'm gonna add it to my buttercream, and that's gonna be our filling for our pumpkin roll. All right. Like I said, we just beat it just for 30 seconds or so, just to warm it up. And you know how I do my cream cheese, because it gets every bit of it. Unless sometimes it just plops right off so pretty, but not always. So I'm gonna let this mix up for about a minute. I'm gonna make sure it doesn't need any more sugar, and then we're gonna unroll our pumpkin roll. Woo! Gotta try again, right? So hang on, and we're gonna do this. All right, we've got our filling done, and it's perfect. Like I said, I just used about a cup to a cup and a half of my leftover buttercream to 1 block of cream cheese. This is what you want it to look like. So we're gonna move over to the bar. Oh, I'm nervous. We're gonna unroll this thing. Hopefully it don't stick or crack. All right, let's do this. Let's unroll our pumpkin roll. It's been cooling for about 4 hours. So far, so good. Shoot. Okay, we might be okay. We might be okay. I'm gonna plop some of this cream cheese mixture in the middle of my pumpkin roll. And we like a lot of filling in ours. We don't like it dry. So don't skimp on your filling. I'm gonna take my offset spatula and I'm gonna work it real quick. This weather is nasty today. It's good nap weather. I just don't have time for a nap. Or I would take one. And it's split. All right. Let's roll this puppy back up real quick. I'm almost out of time. See, it's split, y'all. Hold on a minute. I'm out of time. Let me check it out. It's split in one little spot, and you can't even see where it's split. You can't see it on the sides, nothing. This is beautiful. Look at that roll, y'all, and look at that full of creamy goodness inside. Go make you a pumpkin roll. I'm happy. I'll do it again. Have a great night.